there. Where you see yourself 5 years from now?
5 years, man. I elevate every year. You know what I'm saying? Cause man, let's see, probably about 3 years ago, man, I just wrote some, and I mean, and everybody could do this. Like I wrote some on a piece of paper, like all the dreams and my goals, and I put them under my mattress so I could sleep on them every night. You know what I'm saying? So, and I was like, I ain't gonna take it up under there, and it's probably about like you say about 5 years, and I want to see how many things I accomplished on that list. So I was like, that's why I tell people like, man, you can't quit. You got to keep going because I think about it like if I quit, if I stopped rapping year before last, I would have never met Tila. You know what I'm saying? So and been a hype man for him to go on the road with him. So that's why I say in 5 years, man, I gotta be leveling up because I level up every year. It's like I don't never go backwards, and I'm only leveling up because I'm staying consistent. Consistency, man. I'm, I gotta tell people all the time, you can't just talk about it. You can say, man, I'm tired of working. What you gonna do about it though? You know what I'm saying? Like, you still gotta put some work behind that. You know what I'm saying? So 5 years, I know I'm gonna be still grinding, still hustling, still moving, still praying, still out here getting it. So I already know 5 years, man, I'm gonna be straight. And I don't know what it is. I don't. It could be anything. You know what I'm saying? But I know it's gonna be successful. I know that.
Well, check this out. I got another question for you, man. If you could sign with a Chicago artist or a crew, who would that crew or artist be and why?
Oh, I don't think it's nobody from Chicago I signed with. Oh no.
Chicago versus Chicago, right?
Yeah. If I did, I had to go with good music. I roll with good music because Ye been in the game for a minute, and like we almost like one and the same a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You know, one thing about what you said about the Kanye West situation. I'm surprised he didn't pull you up on stage, man. How does that make you feel when you see Kanye West stop for artists on the street? Because remember, Big Sean got signed by just walking up to Kanye West and freestyling, right?
oh wow, I didn't know that.
You didn't know that?
No,
That's
I didn't.
like Big Sean.
Yeah, I ain't know that. That's how that happened.
Man, Kanye West be listening to all type of rappers on the street, man. It's all search it on YouTube.
Okay, I'm gonna do that, man. I'm gonna do that. Cause that's why I said I felt some type of way about that. Cause I'm like, I mean, like now when I'm looking at the documentary and they was telling them like, man, remember people was curving you and you calling niggas
Yeah,
and niggas.
but let me just say this. He was
Go
at a
ahead,
show.
go ahead.
Everything you said sounded like some shit Kanye West would do. Stop the music to roast a nigga. That's Kanye West all day long. If you would have caught him on the streets on the way out, Kanye West may have stopped and listened to your freestyle. That's how he signed Big Sean. He just was in the news like a couple of days ago for doing the same thing for another rapper, but he didn't sign him, but he listened to him. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying? I just wanted to get that out there because I do know that Kanye West will do that. And what you said sounds just like a diva.
yeah,
To crush an ant. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. You right. You right about that. And that's why I was like, hey. So that one came low. It came full circle when I watched the documentary, and I was like, dang, what you nigga, you what like this the same thing was doing to you, and I came 2 nights in a row. I ain't balling. I'm like, it was $40 for the first ticket, $40 for the next ticket. Nigga, I came from work straight there, no sleep, went back to work, came back to the show again. Like you gotta respect a nigga hustle and a nigga, you know what I'm saying, drive for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you catch a nigga like you say on the street, you hear niggas rap. I guess you catch niggas at certain times. They get in diva mode. I mean, I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. He can answer that, and he gonna see it one day to answer that. He gonna see this one day to answer. But yeah, you know what I'm saying. I'm like, you know what I'm saying. Like niggas get in a diva mode sometimes. So, oh yeah, that don't stop me though. I'm gonna keep driving and keep going. You know what I'm saying. Like, you know what I'm saying. 'Cause like like my shows be lit when I perform. So that's why I say I'm like the legendary Tila, man. I done been with 8 Ball and MJG, and I remember listening to them. You know what I'm saying? I remember listening to Show Enough as a shorty. And then I was like, man, now I'm at the show, hoes in the club showing love. Now I'm at, you know what I'm saying? Now I'm on the stage, like we just was in Mobile, Alabama the day from the Mardi Gras. And I was like, they respect my showmanship so much. Like I bring so much to the show. They like, man, we need you to come along, man, and enhance the show. I'm like, man, I always be grateful for him. I text him all the time, grateful. Let me go out on the road with you, man, because that shines light on me and that makes me keep elevating. And I'm out there and I'm seeing thousands and Rick Ross right here and Jeezy and Master P and Too Short and all these niggas I done seen, and you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, that's why I said I'm like you say 5 years from now, I'm still elevating. There ain't no telling what I'm gonna do tomorrow or next week or by the end of the year. That's why I say you never stop because you never know what's around that corner. You might stop running, you be like, nah, I ain't going around the corner, I quit. But man, that bag was waiting on you if you just would have went around that last corner. So nigga, I'm gonna keep spinning the blocks and keep spinning the corner. I ain't stopping.
Mm. All right, well, check this out, man. What I got right now is what I consider a critical question. If you could bring a back, if you could bring a rapper back from the dead, who would that rapper be and why?
Oh, that's a good. Oh, that's another good one. Okay, okay. Um, Pac, man. Pac was my nigga, man. When Pac died, man, I had every picture on my wall of Pac. Like, you know what I'm saying? I had every picture on the wall of Pac. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was like a Pac head, man. That's what man said in my documentary. He was like, man, that nigga had Pac all over his wall. You know what I'm saying? So when I was a shorty when he passed away, so I was like, I felt it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, it felt like a family member. But I was like, as I get older, as I got older, I started appreciating his lyrics, appreciating them more, how timeless he was. So man, I'm like, I even did a song over one. I did a song over "Picture Me Rolling." You know what I'm saying? Like, and I rapped it just like Pac, just putting it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just riding through the hundreds. You know what I'm saying? And I'm saying, "Picture me rolling," like I'm riding through the hundreds, whatever. So I'm like, yeah, I gotta say Pac.
Is Biggie Smalls a legend, bro?
Yeah, yeah, Biggie gotta be a legend. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. Why don't nobody pick Biggie Smalls?
Um, that's a good question too. But I mean, if I was in New York, I probably would be picking Biggie. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not. I ain't from where Pac is. I'm from Chicago. I'm picking Pac. But I was so much a Pac head that with whoever Pac was beefing with, they was my op too. You know what I'm saying? Like as I was Pac and draw me into it. Like you know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, I'm riding with Pac. So I'm like, man, I'm like, but Biggie lyrical, man. I got a story to tell and all that. Man, Big, you know what I'm saying? I think Pac had more albums. You know what I'm saying? Biggie just had the Ready to Die Life After Death. Pac had more albums and with the movies. So Pac had a more chance to have more impact. And that Pac being Black Panther and political, I think his what's the name, his stamp is just a little more. Biggie's was more just like lyrical. So that
Right.
could be.
All right. Well, speaking of beefs, especially good beefs are going on right now, man. Check this out: NBA YoungBoy versus Lil Durk. What's going on, man? Who got the better this song? NBA YoungBoy, Durk, or Gucci?
Man, that's hard, man, because when I first heard, you know what I'm saying, Young Boys, I'm like, man, Young Boys, I'm like, this joint hard. You know what I'm saying? I like Young Boys, so I'm like, man, this joint hard. Then my man's played Dirt. I'm like, man, this joint hard too. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, man, then now I heard Gucci's, and I was like, man, I'm like, his is hard. So I'm like, I don't know, man. They dope in their own way. Like that's a hard choice. Of course, I'm like Dirk. That's home team. But I was like, that's a hard choice, man. All of them was dope for me though. I just like the competitive competition in it too, and because sometimes that brings out the best in people too. As long as they keep it cool and keep everything safe. When man, niggas getting money, man. Niggas need to live life and for long to keep it good. But I was like, but man, nigga, that competition that brings out the best in you too. Sometimes, man, when you right that Gucci joint, that joint hard.
All right, so I think this beef right here with Dirk and Young Boy, I think it's more than just fun, competitive.
Yeah. It is. It's real.
So Boss Top is who is an affiliate of Lil Durk's. He actually came out with a tweet and he said to the whole music industry that they gotta pick a side. What does that make sense?
Yeah, I don't know, but I don't know about that. Like picking sides, 'cause it's like, man, it's like, man, you ain't, you know what I'm saying? I ain't got because you got to think about it. Like, would you pick if somebody else was into it? Would you pick a side? You'll be like, I ain't got nothing to do with that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, you got to put yourself in a situation like, nah, I ain't. You know what I'm saying? Most niggas just a fan of music. You know what I'm saying? So they just like what they like. What they like. They ain't really looking at it into it that deep. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, it's more than competitive. You know what I'm saying? Niggas lost their lives, and man, it's a serious situation. You know what I'm saying? So it's more than competitive, being competitive with them. So with other niggas, like man, you just you know what I'm saying? You just a fan of music. So you see it what's going on, but you be like, man, I ain't got nothing to do with it. Man, you're a grown man. You gonna man, I ain't got nothing to do with that. I got money to get. I ain't
All
got
right.
nothing to do with that.
All right. Well, speaking of picking sides and all of that type of stuff, and the loss of life, a person was killed during this beef. King Von, right?
Yeah.
All right. So King Von drops an album on Friday. NBA YoungBoy and the Baby dropped their album the same day, man.
hmm
What type of shit is that, bro?
Yeah. Man, that's crazy. And I heard that Bonds outsold theirs. Somebody just told me that. I don't know how true it is. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. That's crazy. That's I don't know. That's crazy, man. That's but Vaughn. I heard Vaughn's and man, he got some bangers on there. You know what I'm saying? He got some bangers. I mean, I played it all the way to the front to the back. I'm like, man, I'm telling my man, like Vaughn got some bangers on there. You know what I'm saying? I haven't heard theirs, but you know what I'm saying? That's Chicago, so I'm gonna go make sure I listen to that first. So I'm like, he got some bangers on there though.
What's next for Hollywood Rock?
Man, what's next? Man, doing more shows, more interviews, more content, staying consistent. Um, I'm working on another album, but right now we finna start dropping a lot of visuals, a lot of videos, and you know what I'm saying, and skits and everything, man. I was like, we gonna start working on like the clothes, man. You going to Chicago versus Chicago shirts, Hollywood Rock. That's the Instagram, Facebook, everything, any social media. Just inbox me, hit me up for man anything. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I'm just trying to stay consistent and stay out here, stay on the move, stay on the grind, and stay the people's champ. You know what I'm saying? Like I tell people all the time, like people people rock with people more than ones. That's why people felt DMX so much. Like the real people, the gutter. You know what I'm saying? Like man, you gotta like I tell people, you getting tied with them, you're gonna last longer than you just rapping to the rich people or rapping about money, rapping because it's always gonna be more people that don't get than people that have. So that's why I say I just wanna always stay people's champ and man, mind my business, stay in the zone. You know what I'm saying? Until you poke me and get in my lane, I'm good, man. Take care of my family and get out here and get it, man. And just wish everybody the best. Because it's enough money for everybody to make. I don't know why niggas hate. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what I'm on, man, for the future.
Well, Hollywood Rock, that's all I have for you today. I just want to say I really appreciate you for joining the show.
Man, thanks for having me, man. Shout out to the guys. You know what I'm saying?
Free Park,
107
bro.
Wentworth. You know what I'm saying? Guys, man, my niggas that always held me down, man. Some of my guys on Wall Bass, man, you know what I'm saying? Like niggas that always rock with me, you know who you are, man, you know what I'm saying? Chop, Prime, you know what I'm saying? Certain niggas, man, y'all know that always it's hard to find niggas that, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes niggas be hating, but man, you gotta appreciate the people that appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what it is. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm a lot of niggas that rock with me, man, I rock with y'all, man. And that's what it is, man. Hundreds, man. Seven, man. Shout out 8 Ball, all that, man.
And with that being said, I just want to say peace.
We out here.